black. First it was Halloween, now Bedlam's back. This year again, it's on the big stage as ESPN's College Game Day will broadcast live from the library lawn. Despite the Cowgirls playing on a field that's surrounded by construction, they've managed to post a perfect home record. More than 13,000 fans packed this arena tonight to watch the Cowboys do something they haven't done since 2004. And that's sweep the Sooners. Pumping is one of the main traditions that symbolize homecoming preparation. Groups will be in rooms like these bringing together colorful paper and chicken wires to build visually appealing designs. The Cowboys have been to 27 bowl games in program history. And most recently, a lot of those bowl games have come in the Western region or the Texas area. After appearing in the NCAA regionals for the first time since 2011, Coach Gajewski and the Cowgirls are ready to hit the field strong here in Cowgirl Stadium. The McKnight Center is already under construction, but now with the Greenwood School of Music, more than 2,000 students will have a new music building to call home. This year, the program raised $28,000. This year, the goal is $30,000. Although Oklahoma State men's team came up short in Norman, the Cowgirls look to repeat their success and win the Big 12 tournament. Talking about Jawan Evans, let's take a look at one of the potential players he might be actually passing the ball to a lot this year. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you our new international player coming to us all the way from the Netherlands, Lucas Ingesson. And when it was his first year here as the first African-American head coach, he was just a few years younger than yourself. Did you all talk about that at all when y'all met them earlier this year? It's been some hectic weeks for the Cowboys. First, they lose to Iowa State in a close one in the Big 12 tournament. Then they were defeated by Michigan in an even closer one in the NCAA tournament. Then head coach Brad Underwood left the next day to take the head coaching job at the University of Illinois. The news didn't get any better as star point guard Jawan Evans declared for the NBA draft. Fans campaigned for another former point guard to take the reins in Doug Gottlieb, but ultimately athletic director Mike Holder decided to hand the program to assistant coach Mike Boynton, Underwood's right-hand man for 4 seasons. Mike Boynton is the 20th head basketball coach in Oklahoma State history, and he will look to continue the grit and grind mentality of past teams.
Reeves, Rutherford, Mason, Graham, Smart, Forte. Those guys gave blood, sweat, and tears for them to continue to be able to do what they want to do. It's a big deal. It's a big responsibility. It's our job as a staff to convey that message to them every day. Let them know that they walk with pride. They play with passion and pride. They give everything they have every single time they step on the court because it means something to put that jersey on.
One of the key returners for the Cowboys will be forward Devon Dillard, who enjoyed a breakout season.
My guy, that's one of the guys that I talk to more than anybody. I feel like just keeping him on staff, that just gives us more trust in the coaching staff and the coaches that's to come. Just keeping him was a big asset for our team, for recruiting wise, coaching wise, and just relationship wise.
There are many key components returning for the Cowboys for them to continue building off this season. And with Boynton at the helm, it looks like the future is bright again. For O State TV, I'm Richard Denson. As Coach Colin Carmichael referred to, it's one more game for the Cowgirls soccer team as they completed their regular season home schedule this past weekend and moved closer to claiming the program's 6th Big 12 championship. On Friday, the Cowgirls won its first ever match against conference newcomer Kansas State. The Cowgirls rallied from an early 1-0 deficit to score 2 straight goals and claim the 2-1 decision. Then on Sunday, the Cowgirls took the field for the final time as they hosted the Kansas Jayhawks on Senior Day. Junior Haley Woodard kept up her impressive play on the season, notching her team-leading 7th goal. After KU answered with a goal of their own, the seniors took over as defender Lauren Tresfield scored her first goal of the season, and midfielder Anna Befford scored a poetic goal that sealed the 3-1 victory for the Cowgirls. It makes sense that Tresfield, Woodard, and Befford all scored in that game, as they have been key cogs for a team that was projected to finish 6th in the conference in the preseason polls. Despite the Cowgirls playing on a field that's surrounded by construction, they've managed to post a perfect home record. Next season, they'll play in an upgraded soccer complex at this exact location.
It's like, are we almost home yet? And they're like, no! And that's just crazy feeling because the other 2 years I've been here, it's like, oh, we gotta win tonight, we gotta lose tonight. So this year we just really, we made it a fortress.
The Red Hot Cowgirls hope to open its new $20 million complex next season as the reigning conference champions. They face one final task as they conclude their regular season with the matchup in Austin against the Texas Longhorns. The surroundings of the field will be a bit different than the Cowgirls are accustomed to, but it won't matter to them. Their goal remains the same: prove the doubters wrong and win the Big 12 championship. For O State TV, I'm Richard Denson. Nearly 13 years in the making, and who better than number 13 to end the Cowboys' winless streak right here in Norman?
The ball got kicked out to Phil Forte, and he knocked down his third three-pointer of the game, which proved to be the game winner in the first round of Bedlam 2017. However, the shot was set up from a Jawan Evans steal of Jordan Woodard. Evans finished with 24 points, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. It was also a homecoming of sorts for Lindy Waters. The freshman out of Norman North High School scored 11 points and was 3 for 3 from the three-point line.
What this team's been through, and just for us to come back and scratch and claw, find a way to win, just says a lot about this team and the character that everybody has.
You know, rivalries are good when there's games like this. And you throw out the records, and the records don't mean anything, and you're sitting at the water cooler and you're arguing with your counterpart, and that's fun.
As Underwood said, the Bedlam rivalry is back. The Cowboys' 4-game winning streak is its best win streak in 3 years. For O State TV, I'm Richard Denson.